HESI A2 Review Science. Question 1. Which type of muscle is under voluntary control? Cardiac, smooth, skeletal, visceral. Skeletal muscle is voluntary, attached to bones. Cardiac and smooth muscle are involuntary, visceral refers to internal organs. Question 2. What is the primary function of the alveoli in the lungs? Humidify air, trap pathogens, gas exchange, produce mucus. Alveoli are sites of gas exchange, O2 in, CO2 out. Humidification by nasal cavity, pathogen trapping by mucus/cilia, mucus production by goblet cells. Question 3. Which of the following substances would have the lowest pH? Lemon juice, pure water, baking soda solution, ammonia. Lemon juice, pH 2, is most acidic. Pure water, pH 7, baking soda, 9, ammonia, 11, are basic. Lower pH equals more acidic. Question 4. A woman is a carrier for hemophilia, X-linked recessive. If she has a son, what is the chance he will have hemophilia? 0%, 25%, 50%, 100%. Carrier mother, x to the power of h x to the power of h, passes x to the power of h to son with 50% probability. Son inherits y from father, so if he gets x to the power of h, he has hemophilia, no second x to mask it. Question 5. Which of these best describes the function of white blood cells? Carry oxygen, fight infection, form blood clots, transport hormones. White blood cells, leukocytes, defend against infection. Red blood cells carry oxygen, platelets form clots, hormones transported in blood. Question 6. The process by which water moves across a semi-permeable membrane is called diffusion, active transport, osmosis, endocytosis. Osmosis is water movement across semi-permeable membrane. Diffusion is solutes, active transport uses ADP, endocytosis brings in particles. Question 7. Which of the following structures is part of the central nervous system? Spinal nerve, cranial nerve, spinal cord, ganglion. Central nervous system includes brain and spinal cord. Spinal nerves, cranial nerves, and ganglia are part of peripheral nervous system. Question 8. Which vitamin is synthesized in the skin upon exposure to sunlight? Vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E. Vitamin D3, cholecalciferol, synthesized in skin with UVB exposure. Vitamins A, C, E must be obtained from diet. Question 9. A patient's blood work shows a low red blood cell count. This condition is known as leukemia, anemia, hemophilia, thrombocytosis. Anemia is low RBC count or hemoglobin. Leukemia is blood cancer affecting WBCs, hemophilia is clotting disorder, thrombocytosis is high platelets. Question 10. Which of the following pairs is correct regarding mitosis versus meiosis? Mitosis produces 4 haploid cells. Meiosis produces 2 diploid cells. Mitosis results in identical daughter cells. Meiosis occurs in all body cells. Mitosis produces 2 identical diploid daughter cells. Meiosis produces 4 haploid cells for reproduction and occurs only in gonads. Question 11. Which organ secretes erythropoietin, EPO, to stimulate red blood cell production? Liver, bone marrow, kidney, spleen. Kidneys detect low oxygen and secrete EPO. Bone marrow produces RBCs but doesn't secrete EPO, liver secretes some EPO but kidneys are primary. Question 12. A substrate binds to which specific region on an enzyme? Allosteric site, active site, inhibitor site, coenzyme site. Active site binds substrate for catalysis. Allosteric site binds regulatory molecules, inhibitor site binds inhibitors, coenzyme site binds cofactors. Question 13. Which of the following correctly describes the path of air during inhalation? Trachea bronchi bronchioles alveoli. Alveoli bronchioles bronchi trachea. Pharynx trachea alveoli bronchi. Bronchi trachea pharynx alveoli. Inhalation, trachea bronchi bronchioles alveoli. Exhalation reverses direction. Pharynx is above trachea but not in correct sequence for inhalation path. Question 14. Which type of cell division reduces the chromosome number by half? Mitosis, binary fission, meiosis, budding. Meiosis reduces chromosome number by half, diploid haploid, for gamete formation. Mitosis and binary fission maintain chromosome number, budding produces identical offspring. Question 15. Which of these is not a function of the kidneys? Regulating blood pH, removing urea, producing renin, producing bile. Kidneys regulate pH, remove urea, and produce renin, blood pressure regulation. Bile is produced by liver, not kidneys. Question 16. In an ecosystem, which organisms are typically the primary producers? Herbivores, fungi, plants, decomposers. Plants are primary producers that make food via photosynthesis. Herbivores are consumers, fungi and decomposers break down organic matter. Question 17. Which of the following is the smallest unit of life? Atom, molecule, cell, tissue. Cell is smallest unit that can carry out all life processes. Atoms and molecules are smaller but not alive. Tissues are groups of cells. Question 18. Damage to which lobe of the brain would most likely impair vision? Frontal, temporal, parietal, occipital. Occipital lobe processes vision. Frontal equals movement/reasoning, temporal equals hearing/memory, parietal equals touch/spatial awareness. Question 19. Which of the following does not contain nucleic acids? Virus, bacterium, prion, human cell. Prion are infectious proteins without nucleic acids, DNA/RNA. Viruses have DNA or RNA, bacteria have DNA, human cells have DNA and RNA. Question 20. The normal pH range of human blood is approximately 7.0 to 7.2, 7.35 to 7.45, 7.5 to 7.6, 6.8 to 7.0. Normal blood pH is 7.35 to 7.45, slightly alkaline. Below 7.35 equals acidosis, above 7.45 equals alkalosis. pH 7.0 is neutral but too low for blood.